What's up, you guys? Chaz Foster here with The Chazway, hashtag The Chazway. If you love what you hear tonight, whenever it is that you're listening to it, I just encourage you to make sure that you share and that you spread the word. And if you're listening on the podcast, I would love if you would just drop a review and a 5-star. That would be a great way to kick this off, even right here in the very beginning with episode number 1. And so I titled this What to Expect. Now here's the craziest thing. As you get to know me, you'll realize that one of the things that's really shifted in my life is stopping with the expectations. So the truth is, although I titled it What to Expect, the reality is I'm going to encourage you to stop setting expectations, because that will stop opening the door for letdown. See, whenever we set expectations for things, then we are literally opening the door to be let down, because it's not our job to set expectations. It's not our place to set expectations. There are expectations. Who are we, right? Who are we to do that, right? So again, my name's Chaz Foster. I want to tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit about what maybe this podcast is going to be about, and really, honestly, I want to shake your hand, right? I want to have a virtual handshake, because the reality, you guys, is this. Today is episode number 1. We'll look back on episode 100 and we'll say, wow, how different it is than episode number 1, right? Grab a quick drink. So again, guys, a little bit about me, and then we'll kind of get into a few things here. I'm going to, in the words of myself always, right? I'm going to try and, what do I always say? I'm going to try, I'll keep it short. Lies, right? It's not true. So guys, in May of 2016, I began a weight loss journey, and it wasn't what I expected, right? Expectations. It wasn't the timing that I thought. What I know is that for years and years and years, I prayed that God would allow me to make some massive changes in my life. I used to pray all the time, like, God, help me lose weight. God, help me exercise. God, help me have better self-control. God, help me have discipline. God, help me have a desire to go to the gym, right? I mean, I prayed this for years and years and years and years. And it wasn't until I was 39 years old, May 5th, 2016, that I actually ended up in a place that served these really delicious, healthy smoothies. And I fell in love with them. I fell in love with the atmosphere. And that really was a massive catapult to a huge, great, incredible shift. I've gone on, you guys, to lose 70 pounds. Now, the journey's not been easy. The reality is I'll gain 5, 10, 15 pounds, and then I'll lose 5 or 10 pounds. And then I really get to rocking and rolling again, and then life catches up and hits me again. And in the words of Jim Rohn, the reality is when the mask falls down in the airplane, the oxygen mask, right? The truth is we're supposed to put our mask on first, as the flight attendants would say, right, in a plane. Put your mask on first and then help others. Well, in life, sometimes it's really common that we want to help other people first. Now, that's not because I'm a superhero or you're a superhero. It's because sometimes, for me, what happens naturally is I just kind of put myself on the back burner. And it's not because I want to rescue other people necessarily. Sometimes that's the case, but not always. What a lot of times it is I just don't make myself as big of a priority as I should, right? And so I tell you that because, yeah, I've lost 70 pounds, but it's been a journey, man. It's been a journey. I've tried tons of different things, tons of different ways. There's a million different ways to lose weight. This podcast is not going to be about weight loss, but weight loss is a humongous part of my life. It's a humongous part of my life. So I will talk about it. My heart is to help people. I want people to understand that they're worthy of greatness, that they're worthy of more than average. And I do talk to a ton of people that want to lose 5, 10, 15, 100 pounds, right? And so I have had some success at helping people. The reason I've had success at helping people is because I started this journey at 360 pounds. So I can relate to the big guy or the big gal or somebody who's maybe embarrassed to talk publicly about it. I have been really fortunate that I've been able to help a lot of people get results because I do things kind of a little bit non-conventional, non-traditional. So you may or may not agree with this, and that's totally fine. But for me, if you come to me and ask for a little bit of help with getting a result, I'm not going to tell you to go buy a scale off Amazon or go to the store and buy a scale and start weighing 4 ounces of tuna or 4 ounces of chicken breast or whatever. What I'm going to try and teach you to do is start having a well-balanced lifestyle, lean and clean, right? And we could get into that sometime. If you ever have questions about it, just reach out to me. I'm happy to help in any way I possibly can. Ultimately, it comes down to you, though, right? So that's a big part of my journey, right, is the weight loss side of it. The other side of it is helping people understand that your worthiness is so much more than average. I believe that we're created to be more than average. I fully believe we are created to be more than average. And so I'm going to do everything in my power to help encourage you to really stretch your imagination and your mind and to really analyze and evaluate, where am I in my life? Am I settling? Am I living an average lifestyle? And could I do more? Shall I do more? Do I want to do more? Am I worthy of more? And the answer is yes, 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 yes to all those things. Okay. So that's kind of a little bit about it. I don't know exactly where the podcast is going to go. Only God knows that. I would like to release them every Monday. I would like to have you drop a 5-star, 5 stars and drop a review as well. And I'd love to have you share and comment. I would love, love, love for you to be totally hands-on. I'm going to open up my notes here. And here's a couple of things. So I welcomed you, check mark. Talk about rating and review, check mark. Who am I? Told you a little bit about that. Oh, the Chaz Way, by the way, Weigh. It's a play on words. It did come to me right there in May 2016. And the reason it came to me was, well, I don't know the reason it came to me, but it's a play on words. So it's like the Chaz Way, the scale, Weigh, right? I thought, well, the people that join me in this journey, they'll understand that it's kind of based off like a scale, right? And so that's just the brand I've used, and that's the way it is. And I'm passionate about it because it's changed my life. Losing 70 pounds, and I've got a long way to go because I'm to be straight up with you, I'm not even halfway to my goal. And that 70 pounds is, I mean, it came pretty quick. But I've gained quick and I've lost quick, and I've gained slowly and I've lost slowly. It is a journey in every sense of the word, and I'm very clear that I'm a long way into the journey and I've got a long way to go. And so I'd love to have your encouragement throughout as well. So that's exactly why I'm passionate, because my life was changed forever when I started losing weight and I started realizing, like, oh my gosh, I could help other people get results. Oh my gosh, I could help other people in other ways as well, help people make extra income, work from home, all these different things, right? So what does 2021 look like for me? When I drew my vision board out, I actually made a vision board that is completely different than anything I've ever done before. It is wild and it is large. Now, the truth is I won't achieve all of the things on my vision board in 2021. It's actually at this point digital. My whole vision board is all in my camera roll on my phone. So if vision boards are your thing, cool. If they're not and you're curious, ask me, no problem. I'm an open door, open book. As long as you know I'm an opinionated guy, unapologetically, everything that comes out of my mouth will be with love, but I'll always give you my thoughts and opinions, right? So if you're curious about a vision board or about anything, the weight loss, how to make money, whatever, just know you can always reach out to me, thechazway@gmail.com. But of course, also any social media platform as well, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. My link is in the bio on most platforms. So click it and you can reach out to me that way as well if that's what you choose to do. But no, I'm here for you, right? Okay, so just know that I'm here for you. And so 2021, I drew my vision board out and I drew it radically. My original goal is to make $100,000 in 2021. But I massively increased that. Massively increased that, right? And then I want to own my first, I've owned a home before, but I want to own like my first like humongous, beautiful home. And I don't think that's going to happen in 2021. And that's not me being a naysayer. That's me just keeping it real, right? So there will be a day when I own this beautiful, extravagant home. And so it's on my vision board, right? And so is my Range Rover. I hope that happens in 2021. I know I'll be a car earner in my company this year, over this next year. And I actually have a goal for Anna and I to help 5 other people earn cars in our business, in the network marketing space. And so, that's a massive goal for this year. So yeah, my Range Rover's on there. It's blacked out. It's like a matte black with black rims. Oh my gosh, it's so sick. And then, I've got on there some things like wiping out my debts, taking care of the things that I owe to people and to companies, right? I've got some baggage, you know what I mean? And then all kinds of cool things. A trip, Braxton and Anna and I doing some awesome vacations and going to some different places. And I have a real heart for giving, and so I'm going to be a radically generous giver, to some different organizations that are close to my heart, and so that's on there. And so I'll do some of these things over 2021, but I will speak it and think it and believe it on a massively large scale. Because if you aim for how did they say it? If you aim for the stars and land on the moon, you're in a pretty good space. If you aim for the stars and land on the moon, you're in a pretty good space. So 2021, what does it look like? I talked to you about the vision board a little bit. We're going to be massively forward and momentum and action. Action is my word for 2021. My word for 2020 was family. And it was a perfect word. I pray over these every year when I create a word of the year. And in 2020, gosh, we met Anna, and she's a humongous part of our life. My team in my last company grew into 11 states. That's amazing. Met some people all over the place. Just did some really cool things. Traveled. It was a tough year. 2020 was a tough year. But I was blessed in a lot of ways for sure, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. So this year looks like action. This year looks like love. This year looks like joy. This year looks progressive. This year looks very momentous, right? Massive, massive social media campaign. Speaking publicly a lot more on a much larger scale. The podcast, obviously, as you know, more activity on YouTube, more activity on socials, as I mentioned. And then again, scaling up our business in a massive way. You will help 5 people earn vehicles with our company this year in the network marketing space. And I intend to have my real estate license this year as well for an additional stream of income for some other business venture stuff. So if that works out, if it's in God's plans, then that will happen in 2021 as well. So cool stuff. 5 things I want you to take with you as we wrap this up. Episode number 1, right? Talk about what to expect in the title. And I think that I've shared a lot of what you'll expect over the next however long. But I'll also remind you that not to set expectations, right? What I will tell you is that I believe we'll look back later on. And I think we'll look at episode 10, episode 20, 30, 40, 50, and episode 100, right? And in that time, in that space, in that place, we'll be like, wow, look where and I say we a lot because it's family, like you guys you're family to me. If you're watching right now, you're here for a reason. I believe that we're here. We met, however, whether it's just virtually or not, on purpose. And I think we as a whole will look back later and say, wow, look where we were on episode 1. And my goal is for you to really look and evaluate where you were on episode 1 today, when this message finds you, right? And where you may be in 10 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever. I intend to do these every Monday, so that means we're looking at 52 episodes this year. Anna and I have some stuff in the works as well for Weighing In with Chaz and Anna, which will be a podcast as well as YouTube TV. And so I'm not focusing as much on that today, but I will for sure be in the near future. And there was something else I was going to share with you. Vision board. Oh, one of the things that I want to start, and I want to are kind of like maybes, right? Or I know, I'm going to. But I actually told Anna about this. I have had this desire for probably 2 years, and this is really silly. But just give me grace. I want to record or go live. I'd like to go live at least 2 or 3 days a week with just some dance music and just be moving around. 20 minutes to 30 minutes of a workout, right? Just some dance cardio, some fitness. Listen, I'm not a dancer. I have a rhythm. That's it. I'm not a dancer. I'm not a cardio guy. I'm not a fitness guy. I'm not an instructor. I know nothing. I'm not a choreographer, right? But I believe we could get our body moving. And I'm going to speak to my obese friends, right? The biggest thing is keeping your food simple, lean and clean, and moving around. And moving around can mean anything. I use this example all the time. When I started my fitness and my weight loss journey in 2016, it was miserable. I hated it. I don't even like the word hate, you guys. I hated it. But what I realized is that if I could do 1 push-up, it was more than 0. If I showed up, it was more than not showing up. If I still coach people with this, obese people. Like, listen, if you are like, I can't do a squat, perfect. Just sit on the couch and stand up. Do it 5 times over the period of an hour. Just stand straight up, reach for the ceiling, sit back down. Whatever it looks like for you, just be in action. My word of the year, action. Right? So that's the way I feel. Here's 5 things you're going to take that I want you to take with you. Don't be selfish. If this podcast brings you value, share it, comment, review it, drop 5 stars, do everything you can to be a contributor, not just a consumer. Number 2, enjoy the journey. It's going to change. You're going to change. I'm going to change. Let's evolve together, right? I talk about we. Number 3, I need you to know that you matter. My passion is people, and it's important that you know how much you matter. And I believe so firmly that God created us with purpose, on purpose. You hear me say it all the time. I'll probably tag these videos and these podcasts often with that reminder that you are worth more than average, and we're supposed to do and be more than average, and you're worthy of greatness. So you do matter. It's so important to me that you know that. And if you don't know it today, I know that you're going to know it tomorrow. I know that when we look back episode 10, 20, 30, you'll be able to look back. Maybe it's episode 2, right? And you're like, wow, that really was life-changing. Number 4, do your best in life. You're going to fail. I want you to acknowledge this and move forward. Hashtag fail forward. You are going to fail all the time. You're going to fail every single day in some area. It's the reality. The flip side of the reality, you guys, is that we acknowledge it, we figure it out, we adjust, we edit, we reset sometimes, and we move forward. Forward momentum, hashtag fail forward, right? And so, in other words, understand that there are things that we're not going to nail all the time. No problem. Just move forward. Acknowledge it and move forward. The last thing, create one new routine to add to your day each day and work on creating that as a habit. I don't care what it is. You can share it with me if you want. You do not have to share it with me, but I would love to hear. I would love to encourage you as much as I possibly can. Find a new habit that's going to be life-changing, a new routine, and let's add it into your every single day. So for me, over the last couple of years, I've nailed it. Every morning my day starts with gratitude, then prayer, usually affirmations, but gratitude and prayer, gratitude and prayer, gratitude and prayer. My goal every day, I don't nail it always, but 9 times out of 10, gratitude, prayer, then touch my phone. Gratitude, prayer, then I can touch my phone, right? So create one new routine, add it into every single day, every day, 7 days a week, and try and go ahead and create that new habit, right? So, that's it. That's my notes. I'm excited. I'm nervous. This is out of my element. I've been posting on social media, do the things that scare the crap out of you. I've talked about a podcast. My goal in 2020, one of my goals was to speak on 10 podcasts. I spoke on 3, which the cool thing is 2 of them were in different countries, the UK and Canada. 3 of 10, better than 0, right? Aim for the moon and for the stars, land on the moon. Yeah. And to create a podcast in 2020, and I did not do that. There's a lot of other ones I didn't do, and there's a lot of things I did accomplish. So we'll evolve together, and I'm always going to be honest and open and transparent with you, and I'm ready to grow. So have an amazing day. Have an amazing night. Wherever this finds you, just know that God truly, truly, truly loves you. You're worth so much more than average. I believe you're created with purpose, and I believe you're created on purpose. I don't think we found each other on accident, and I just want you to take a second, close your eyes as long as you're not driving, and I want you to think, what value do I bring to this world? And then I want you to go spread your wings and go do it and go create it and go be it. And I'm here to, again, encourage you. I'm right along the road with you, right? So have a great one. Thanks again for being on and listening and being a part of episode number 1. See ya.